Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Julie's and my new podcast. And yeah, we're very excited to introduce ourselves, our work, and invite you to join us when we will be talking about astrology, tarot, and tuning into the energies at the moment and how to best navigate through things. And I have my friend, beautiful Julie, with me, and
Hi.
and yeah, so
Yeah.
well,
We'll start.
I get you to introduce yourself first.
Thank you, Sabina. Hi, everyone. In case you don't know me, my name's Julie, and I've been doing lots of tarot and astrology and healing work for about 20 odd years. So, yeah, we decided to come together and
Hmm.
yeah, really bring all this information to help people, especially during this time when there's so much happening at the moment.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
all need support and to share, know that we're not alone.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, did you need
Thank
to
you.
say, yeah?
Yeah, so my name's Sabine. I've also been on the healing journey for some time, like also, yeah, about whatever, 18, 20 years or something, and offering somatic therapies. And then I discovered my enthusiasm for astrology many, many years ago, and
Mm.
then gotten into that fully embodied. And so, yeah, and my friend Julie and I, we've been often coming together and we talk about astrology and we do some
Mm.
cards and we thought, hey, how can we collaborate and bring, yeah, our sharings down to earth so to help one another as we're all transitioning through major times of change and I feel we're all on that journey of, yeah, how can we best navigate through things? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, here we
Yeah.
are.
Such a big
Mm,
time at the moment, and we're recording this on the full moon
mm,
today.
yeah.
Full moon in Capricorn, and then we've also and also Sabina and I look at astrology quite differently. So I feel Sabina has a really
Mm,
great technical knowledge, and more than that,
mm,
you also use your intuition, but mine
mm,
comes in a bit differently. So that's why we wanted to share that as well.
mm.
But did you want to maybe talk a bit about the full moon, and then also we
Yeah,
can go into Uranus changing?
yeah, sounds good. Thank you. So, yeah, today, full moon in Capricorn. And yeah, so we are in a culmination energy. We're really deep diving into our sense of self, our own authority. How can we be our own authors on our path? And also, it's about the beauty of self-responsibility, of, yeah, how to truly tap into our sovereignty and be truthful, authentic with ourselves, also being on the path that I feel for a lot of us, there is so many new opportunities coming in. And so it's a really profound day today. So it's not just full moon in Capricorn, but it's also the ruler of the full moon of Capricorn is Saturn, and Saturn is about to go retrograde. So we're really again on this deep dive. And as we're moving forward, I feel like it feels like everything is speeding up and yeah, and I guess often we feel like, okay, how can I move through so much change
Mm.
and so, yeah, it's a profound peak lunation. It's also in a very benevolent dialogue with Mars in Virgo. So there's a lot of earth energy that is moving us forward and also giving us the groundedness, even if we feel a little bit, yeah, shaky at times as we move forward. And yeah, but it's a beautiful full moon that it's really taking us, I feel, into our own essence. And
Mm.
yeah.
And I find like the full
Mm,
moon is also about what are we letting go of,
mm,
like you
yeah,
touched on, it's,
yeah,
what are we bringing in, but also because it's, at the fullness after that, we start to go into, moving into another cycle of the new moon. So
mm,
it's like, what are we letting go of during this period and relating to that
yeah,
Capricorn energy
yes.
as well, very forward moving and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's getting a bit of chills now. I feel like it's more about moving into that feminine energy
Mm,
of not necessarily trying to push things forward, but where is it that we can lean more into just allowing and receiving and not pushing things, but really just, because of course, yes, we need to move things forward, but if we're sort of going against something that's not really wanting to move forward, then we also need to have that awareness of being able to take a step back as well.
I love that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Because it's so much about discerning, isn't it? And as you say, that letting go, because we are at that, a full moon always brings something up to consciousness where we say, okay, especially then with Capricorn, which is about structures, limitations, where we feel, okay, which structures are no longer serving me, and what am I ready and willing to let go of, which of course it takes courage. And I love that you bring up the feminine, because I feel often there is so much pushing, and we want to get things done, and we forget about the beauty of the receptivity, the surrender. And
Absolutely,
so yeah, beautiful. I love it.
And I think also when we go into that trust and surrender, then it allows everything to unfold, because we're not in our minds, and I don't have anything against the mind. I think it's a very beautiful part of us. But if it's our hearts, I feel, that need to be guiding us forward, rather than, what we've been conditioned to believe, which is, a lot of our current goals are really focused on, or have come from old conditioning and what we're meant to be doing, rather than what really we want to be doing from our heart space. So, yeah, it's kind of just really, I feel, this time moving away from all that old beliefs that have been put on us, into moving into that heart and that feminine and all that good stuff. But also, and you'll probably touch on the Uranus in Gemini a bit more, but that's a very forward moving energy. And then and that's like really fast paced, like you were saying. But then we also have that retrograde period of Saturn, also in Mercury soon, and then Neptune. And so then that's also asking us to review. So you might just feel this push and pull over the next few weeks, if not, months, where depending which planet is going through that review process.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Because it's also, I always feel everything conspires with us. Everything is here to guide us and help us on our journey. And as you say, because we could think, oh, Uranus in Gemini, everything is speeding up, and it's all, and our nervous system gets triggered. But at the same time, the universe is saying, okay, Saturn, as you said, retrograde, Neptune, we have Mercury retrograde. So I feel the invitation also is to be very present, to not base past experiences on what the future might look like, and be really, being present and future oriented without insisting on anything how it should look like, because most likely it's going to look very different to what our mind might come up with. I love that you're talking about the mind, because
Thank you. I think what you said is very true and relevant as well, though, that presence. Because when we're in that trust of this moment, then everything else can unfold as it's meant to. But when we're always in that future thinking, that's where all the stress and anxiety comes up. And, I think of, like, for example, buying a house. We all get stressed about that, and there's the mortgages, and then it's all that type of energy that we're already putting out there. Whereas if we can just be in the trust of this moment, everything is unfolding, then it will just sort of come to, it sounds fantasical or fantastical, but in a way that is where we're going now. Like, it's not about step one, step two, step three. It's really a flow that is happening in our lives, what will come in more.
I love that. And again, then we're in the feminine, that surrender.
That's right.
And that's very beautiful. And that really being very present, and in that container of also that faith and the knowingness. And especially with Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter exalted in Cancer, I feel there is great faith around, for us to tap into, knowing that we'll be guided, and which, of course, it's good to be organized and things like that. But then also, as you brought up the mind, I feel how we are developing and changing has a lot to do with our mind will come in when it's needed,
That's right.
but
Yeah.
no longer as the primordial
Ruler.
ruler. Exactly. So it's exciting that way,
That is
because yeah, I
exciting.
think I've also heard somewhere saying like even our brains are actually becoming smaller,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
we're no longer meant to think all that much, and when we have to think, then the answers will come more as a fully embodied kind of experience rather than
Yeah,
and
that knowing, that
yeah,
part, and we become less dense as well because
yeah,
we're not in that
yes,
heaviness. And I feel like because of the energy that is so
yeah,
fully around us at the moment, not only the planetary but the sun,
yes,
shooting its
mm,
energy towards our planet, but also I guess the solar system in general. And we feel that a lot, whether that's in physical symptoms where a lot of people at the moment might be experiencing fatigue, all these type of things are just the old kind of release, I feel.
yes,
Yeah.
very much agree with that.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
impacted in so many different ways at the moment. That's why it feels so big. And
I
if you feel
know.
like you're kind of struggling, like we're all kind of
Yeah.
experiencing some way, it's because it's meant to come out.
Yeah.
And it can feel scary to let go.
Yeah.
Because letting go,
Yeah.
we know what we know, but letting go to the unknown is really can be fully scary, can't it?
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the trust in knowing that
Yeah.
it is going to be fine. And,
Yeah.
as we practice it, it becomes more, it's like a muscle. We get to really know it and build it.
And yeah, thank you. I love that. And also, as you say, that our bodies need to catch up and that we really need to allow that integration time. I often feel there's so much happening all around us and inside of us. And then if we just keep going, then of course our body might show some symptoms, or as you say, feeling fatigue or
Yeah.
and I feel also now with Saturn going retrograde, there is a beautiful container for us to be more discerning, to allow ourselves to setting ourselves up for long term and feeling into what works, what no longer works, and giving us that commitment to self. Saturn is about the commitment and being determined to make changes where we feel already it's might be a good thing to
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of like being forced to really look at ourselves in a different way now. Yeah. But then it's also the possibilities that open up. It becomes exciting once we move through it.
Exactly.
It's like,
I know.
actually, I really feel we're the creators of our lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So true. I love that.
Yeah. We don't need to because it's the stories that hold us back.
Yes.
The doubts, the fears, and we don't need to be harsh with them. We can also be loving with that aspect with ourselves, but it's allowing those to fall away and then the path clears to move forward.
I love that. Yeah. And I just had to think about Uranus in Gemini, because Uranus is the planet of excitement and Gemini is the youthfulness. And I feel, can we be playful? Can we be that youthful self that walks into the world in greatest awe, and we see the beauty and the magic everywhere? And so I feel there is this invitation, and maybe we can remind ourselves when we feel a bit serious or a bit dense again and too rigid in our how we want things.
That's so lovely. Because it reminds me, oh, sorry, just quickly,
That's cool.
of Jupiter in Cancer and that expansion of that self-care and nourishment and nurture as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
As we, like that, putting ourselves first in a loving way, not that egotistical way, but really looking after our needs is important.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And when it comes from that space, then it is just pure love.
Yeah.
It unfolds as it's meant to, and I feel that really strongly. So, I feel that's really important to do what feels good to us not in a hedonistic way, but just like nice baths or good food, all those type of things that Cancer likes as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And then I feel that inner beauty, and as we, again, that self-responsibility, Saturnian responsibility, it sort of ripples out in all areas and attracts what we, what wants to come to us more and more with greater ease. And so,
so perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And talking about Uranian excitement, I'm excited about you doing some cards for us. So,
All right, let's pull out
do
some
it.
tarot cards. I love the tarot. It's such a good card.
And you're so good at it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you, my love.
Beautiful.
So yeah, generally I just shuffle the cards and I'll just see what ones want to come out for us. And they do kind of jump about. And
talking about playfulness and mercurial, childlike.
Yeah, they just want to do that with us at the moment.
Very good.
So at the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to make sure that you can see you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Oops. We'll try and take a picture of it afterwards.
Yeah.
I think it might be on blurry, but it's all right. We'll make it this time. It's okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and what she's about is being grounded. And what I feel like, which I don't normally feel when I see her, is creating our garden of peace, but also it's almost like we just can create whatever it is that we want to create. It's like that heaven on earth. And so I feel like that's, kind of where we're heading. Like when I pull out a card from the bottom of the deck, it's kind of the outline of, or there's a deeper message there. So I feel like just as we had talked about today about being the creator, there's that emphasis on that, being the creator of our own lives.
And may I say, sorry, just quickly with the Queen of Pentacles, what I thought immediately was again Saturn, because Saturn is also refers to the crone, the wise feminine.
Yes.
And I feel like there's the earthiness of that, the elder, the wise woman.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I like that. Yeah, within all of us. Yeah. Then hopefully you can see that. But we've got the Two of Pentacles there. So that's very much around balancing a lot of things. So it's almost like, and this is in the past position, so meaning we've spent a lot of time juggling our lives, trying to make the physical work, but really it's coming, in order to change our external world, we need to change the internal first. And so I think that's a referral to that. So, when life starts to feel really crazy and difficult, look at what's going on within, because there'll be something happening with there, either to learn and to let go of, or some rebalancing that needs to happen in that context. Then for what we've got in the present, just trying to figure out how this.
Oh, wow.
We've got the Magician and the Tower, which makes complete sense. I'll just see if I can just put it there. So meaning that the Tower is when it just feels like life is sort of falling apart, and it means our foundations need to be shaken because what we've believed in is no longer true. And then we have the Magician, and that's then about creating what we want to create in our life instead. So when you go through moments where it feels like, oh, everything's falling apart, I don't know where I'm going, it's kind of like the breakdown before the breakthrough. And so just keep in mind, like when that happens, what is life asking you to move towards instead? And then it's interesting because we've got in the future energies, I've got to figure out this, sorry guys. We've got the Eight of Pentacles over, this side here, and that's about the hard work that we will be putting in, but not in that old way that we know of putting in the hard work, but really just getting clear about really being conscious and aware of what are our old beliefs, what are we still holding on to. It's kind of that's the work that we need to be doing now rather than actual physical work. It's more about really being aware of where your mind is going and just observing it, not making it wrong, but being able to realize it's not the truth. And then we've got Temperance, which is very much around patience, being patient with yourself, because it can be easy to be hard on ourselves during this time and wondering where we're going, because it all feels so up in the air. We kind of have no idea, or it feels that way. But just being patient with ourselves, being patient with the process, because of course it will unfold in its most perfect way. And then where is it? This I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is about fate, but also about things unfolding as they're meant to. And so we just have to really trust that, even though when things feel like they're not working the way that we want to, it's the mind saying, well, it should have worked out that way. But in reality, there's a higher consciousness that's guiding us to bring us into our highest alignment and highest outcome. So yeah.
Beautiful. Love it.
Did you have anything to add, or
Oh,
do
thank
you
you.
feel that?
No, I really love it. It feels like almost it sort of summarizes in a way what we were talking about with the planets and our journey, and that, yeah, the faith of the Wheel of Fortune, the temperance, yeah, like a bit of a balancing, finding the medium and equilibrium, and the Magician, like also, yeah, Mercury, I feel, and yeah, everything. It's sort of, yeah, it's beautiful. It's
Amazing, isn't it? How it
is.
coincides.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for
No,
that as
yeah, I
well.
love it. That's great.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, and
I
that's,
feel like,
yeah.
I feel we've covered a lot of things.
Yeah. And yeah, so also our vision is to do a podcast like this every week, and I think we'll see.
We'll
We'll see
work
what
into, we'll
works.
tune into that feminine
Exactly.
energy.
Exactly. And so anyway, on a regular basis, and to, yeah, look what's happening astrologically, and then, yeah, beautiful Julie will do some cards for us and your psychic insights, and which is wonderful. And also then, of course, we want to engage with you, and because we're all on the same journey in a way, and we all walk each other home.
Great
And
point. Yeah.
so it's also great to hear from you, and yeah,
Share with
yeah,
us.
exactly.
Share with us what
Yeah.
you're experiencing. Know that you're not alone, because
Yeah.
we might be able to talk about what's happening, but we're also still experiencing life as well.
Yeah.
So we're all in the same boat and here to support and care for each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool.
So
So
thanks very much for watching.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Sabina, for introducing me. And
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to our
Yeah.
regular sharings.
Me
Really
too.
great.
Exciting times,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye.
Take care.